Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, August 23rd, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I align with my wholeness and holiness of being. And welcome to Virgo. A few hours ago, right before this recording, we had the sun shift into Virgo. So we're still 0 degrees Virgo, but today we are exploring Virgo. We are going deeper into the energies of Virgo. Now, to be fair, we've been experiencing Virgo because we've had Venus go through Virgo, we've had Mars in Virgo, we've had Mercury in Virgo, so we have not been Virgoless. But before I dig in, I just want to do a look at the week ahead. There are no major shifts this week until like next Sunday, and that's going to be Mercury shifting signs. Mercury is going to move out of Virgo and into Libra, but that's going to be like late Sunday night. Besides that, the only real thing that I see this week that was like, hey, look at this, Venus. Venus is making so many connections and transits, including today. Some of them are challenging, some of them are a little easier, but Venus is going to be getting a little bit of a workout. So with Venus and Libra, what we want to make sure we're doing throughout the week is checking in with the relationship we have with ourselves. Are you casting off your own harmony to try to create harmony outside? Are you working on the relationship that you have with yourself? From there, work with others, but make sure to check in with yourself often because there may be some triggers coming up. There could be some potential healing, and where we often go out of balance is because we're looking to other relationships to find that balance rather than within ourselves. So with Venus and Libra, keep checking in this week because, like I said, she's making the rounds. So, and yeah, I called Venus a she. So there. All right, Sun in Virgo. So I saw the perfect quote, and it will be posted on Gaia Blooming, by Morgan Harper Collins, and the quote was, "May this season be more about your wholeness than perfection." And that's the focus for Sun in Virgo. May you work more on your wholeness, your holiness, your holistic self, body, mind, spirit, soul, heart, knowing that health, wealth, good things in our life happen when we find alignment in all of those areas, the wholeness, rather than striving for perfection, which is like, whose perfection are we striving for anyway? Like, what's perfect to some person is not perfect to another. So rather than focusing on some obscure idea of perfection, working on our wholeness and holiness. So I love that. That's the focus. With Sun in Virgo, we've already been seeing this. Need to be very aware that Virgo, because it is ruled by Mercury, can activate our mind. So with Virgo, we have the ability to focus our attention, focus our mind, which can be so powerful. However, what are you choosing to focus on? Virgo energy, whenever I think of Virgo energy, I think of Sesame Street. One of these things is not like the other. And Virgo is like, oh, I see the thing. This is the thing that's not like the other. This is the thing that stands out. This is the thing that's wrong. Virgo is an amazing editor of everything. That it's like, oh, there's the wrong, that's the thing that's off, that's the thing that's wrong. Now, while this can be helpful, a lot of times with Virgo energy, it can be in overdrive. And so we want to watch out for where we go into hypercritical focus, overdrive. And rather than that, again, try to look for the wholeness of something rather than striving for perfection, rather than striving for noticing everything, every little thing that's wrong. I always say that Jesus reminds me of like the Virgo Pisces energy, and we actually have the Virgo Pisces energy right now. We have the moon in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces as well, and we have the sun in Virgo as well as the other planets. And so with this, what we're calling into balance, like Jesus, is Jesus could see the wholeness. Jesus was like, oh, well, you got this thing wrong with you. I don't know if I can fix it. Like, nowhere have we ever experienced that. Whether you read the Bible or connect to Jesus in other ways, Jesus has never been like, oh, that's just too bad for me. I can't do that. And so we want to remember that as humans, that we can also take that same stance as like, okay, this is part of the wholeness. Let's look at this from that perspective. And so we're definitely working in towards that with this. With Virgo, speaking of healing energy, I really do believe Virgo represents our physical body. So Virgo can represent our daily reality. And I say this all the time. Our body is our virtual reality interpreter, right? This is how we get all the signals. So with all of these energies in Virgo, our antenna, our human antenna, is very strengthened, listening to all of these energies. So do be aware that you will be very sensitive to the energies. You will be picking them up. Now, Virgo is a sign that loves to be of service. So sometimes we love to be of service. I'm like, all right, I'll take it on. I'll take it on. I can process it for you. I can process it for you. Not your job. Ever. Ever. It's never your job. Your job is to be you. Your job is to live your life. It is not to take on other people's stuff. You can show people how to process, but it's not your job to process for people. So recognizing that, practicing good energetic hygiene is a very powerful and positive thing to do during Virgo season, as well as physical. Why not? Make it all the way around, right? Cleanse yourself. Another thing of Virgo, speaking of being of service, Virgo energy can be such a doer. In fact, I was kind of like lazing in bed, and my friend suggested these cookies. She recently opened a restaurant here in town, and I've been like, hey, you should make these cookies and like have them by the side. I should it on her, whatever. I'm just imagining how, the thing that like, I don't know what it does, but it like, can't think of the words, but it writes like a template of like what I'm saying. I am sure that did not come out, should it? Anyway, she was talking to me about these cookies, and I was like, I gotta make some. So Virgo can inspire doing. It's the service energy, like, oh, let me pop up and do the things. That being said, it's important to remember during Virgo not to overdo, but rather work on being in a state of being. And that goes along with the wholeness, like settling into yourself. Virgo is an earth sign. So it's really good to connect into yourself and be very aware of your physical reality, starting here in the body. Is there anything else that I want to talk about for Virgo season? I would say connecting to our nervous system, especially after this full moon energy coming off of that, really checking in with your nervous system, checking in with your grounding cord, making sure that everything is working in alignment with that, because we can get very spun out by those energies. So after all that, check in. Where within you needs a little attention, and how can you show up for that? All right, so that being said, we'll dig more into Virgo day by day. But let's look at today's astro. So like I said, we have the moon in Pisces. The moon in Pisces is making the majority of the connections besides Venus. I told you, Venus is making the rounds. We're actually going to start with Venus. Venus is making a trine with Saturn. It's actually kind of a grand trine. Yeah, a little bit of a wide grand trine with the North Node as well. So Venus, Saturn, North Node in Gemini. North Node in Gemini reminding us, stay curious, stay in the moment. Saturn in Aquarius, connecting to the uniqueness of our own individual purpose, connecting to our vision, connecting to our vibration. And Venus in Libra, in regards to this, is like pleasure. Pleasure is a key piece. So today, as part of your work, make time for pleasure. Make time to direct yourself towards things that are pleasurable. So often we will sacrifice that which is pleasurable for what we think that we have to do, and then we throw ourselves out of alignment. So Saturn, your responsibility is to connect with pleasure, recognizing that, remembering that, and not throwing the pleasure baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. I don't know. But really connecting in with the energy of pleasure as part of your responsibility. Connecting to beauty. As I'm sitting here, I can see like the sun setting. It is pink, just a beautiful pink sky. Actually, I can't see the sun setting. I'm seeing clouds reflecting the sunset. Sunset's that way. Reflection is this way. So, beautiful pink clouds. Take time. Notice the beauty of the world. This will inspire you. This gives you beautiful endorphins, happy energy that helps adjust and shift your alignment. Again, part of your responsibility is also finding that balance within yourself. So check in with your relationship with yourself as part of this balance. Are you listening to the minutia? Are you listening to the wholeness, the holiness of who you are? Because that is so important. All right, so Moon in Pisces is making the rest of the connections. We've got a connection with Uranus and Mars and Mercury and Neptune. I love the Neptune connection. That'll be in the evening. You may have some interesting dreams. Interesting dreams have just been kind of par for the course for me lately, but dreams may spike, intuition may spike. I always say that Neptune Moon connection can bring us a special sort of magic. So connecting into miracles as well. Miracles do happen. Experienced a beautiful one last week. Moon connecting to Mercury, staying open, staying miracle-minded. Sometimes Mercury and Virgo can be a little poo-poo in regards to the esoteric and other things. Recognizing there is so much more going on always than what we know. Moon and Uranus. That's gonna be lazy cat. Lazy cat starts in the morning. Lazy cat starts in the morning. Start your day off slow. Start your day off meditating. Be easy with your body. Be easy coming back to your body from dreamland. Be gentle. Like I said, check on your grounding. It's really going to help you. And the last one, Moon opposite Mars. Anytime we have Moon and Mars, sometimes we can have temper tantrum energy. Be aware of that. Any temper tantrum energy going on. And again, be in your own flow. Don't get overwhelmed with to-dos. Virgo is like, here we are, off of the races. But we can overwhelm ourselves, and especially when we're not listening to our bodies. Go ahead and do things, but like make sure it's in alignment with your physical body. Make sure your physical body's like, yes, not please no, please no, please no, please no. So I've been in that space too many times in my life. The please no, please listen to me, and I did not. So I recommend listening. I recommend not compromising yourself or your body. So that's the top of the cards, the don't compromise card. And I really feel like with this card, checking in with yourself, checking in with the state of your body, checking in, having good relationship with yourself, making sure you're making time for pleasure for yourself. Here we have the Lovers card, and it's the same thing. Like today could be a beautiful day relationship-wise, but it's gonna start by you really aligning with the relationship that you have with yourself. Creator card, what are you creating? King of Fire energy. So this may be some residual energy coming off Leo, and now we have the energy to do. So make some time to work and create a little beauty in your life. Finally, laziness. We may be feeling this specifically in the morning, that lazy catting. The laziness card is like, go on, take it easy, but there is still work to do. So listen to your body, take it easy. There is plenty of time to do all the things, all the work, and please do not sacrifice your pleasure for all the work. So that's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.